In the last video, I showed you how to cut a bathroom tile, pane of glass, wine bottle, mason jar, this thick part, and a mirror. That video is right here. Today I'll show you a few more tricks and we'll cut a wine glass, vase, bowl, teapot, jug, and a plate. So if you've ever tried to use one of these masonry bits to cut through glass, you'll know it takes 20 to 30 minutes just to get through a mason jar. Let me show you a much easier way. So I found these bits online. They're really cheap and they work great. It comes with 15 different sizes and they're only 20 bucks for all of them. I went to Home Depot and found a similar one, and just for one it was 64 bucks. The abrasive attached to these bits cuts really well. If you want to get some of these bits, I'll have it linked in the description below under Show More. So there's 3 different methods you could use as a guide to drill the hole. So you can use a thin piece of wood like this and get yourself a wood spade drill bit and drill the size hole you want. Or you can cut a 90-degree V in the wood. You can use a box or a book to mark it, and then the bit will just sit in the groove. Or you can use the tip-in method where you start the drill on an angle and then you straighten it up. When you're using these bits, they need to be cooled with water. Here's a very simple way to do that. Just get a 2-liter pop bottle and fill it with water. About 3/4 of the way down, poke a pinhole in the side, and when you loosen the cap, you'll have flow. Tighten it up, it'll stop. And as you can see from this time lapse, you've got a good 20 minutes of flow. And of course, always wear gloves and safety glasses when you're working with glass. You can do this in the laundry tub or you can do it on the floor. I prefer the floor and I use an old beach towel. This way you can use your knees to stabilize and you can use both hands to drill with. So we'll use this vase first and we'll cut a bunch of holes in it. And we'll use the 5/8 inch bit. Most drills have 2 speeds. You want to have it on the high speed. And from the slowest you can get it to go to the fastest you can get it to go, you want to go between that. To start, I'll show you this guide first. At this point, you want to use the weight of the drill plus a bit more for about 3 seconds. Then once you have it started that little bit, you don't need the template anymore. Now just continue with the weight of the drill plus a bit more until it cuts through. I sped that scene up, but the total time it took to cut that hole was 22 seconds. Next, I'll show you the V guide. With this one, just start on an angle and put the bit into the V with light pressure and then start the drill and then slowly stand the drill up. This one took a total of 16 seconds. With the tip-in method, you hold the drill firmly, you start the drill on an angle, and then you slowly stand it up. It starts out by cutting a groove like this, and then as you stand the drill up, it stays aligned and it cuts the hole. And you may be thinking, why don't you just drill it straight on? Well, if you do, the bit will wander all over the place, and it'll make marks on your project. The teapot took a total of 21 seconds. If you're wondering if those are cracks, they are, and they were already there. You'll notice that this one made a bit of a clunk there when it came through. And what happened was the chuck of the drill hit the bowl and it cracked the surface a bit. It's a really good idea to get some glass containers out of the recycle bin and practice before you do the actual project you want to work on. And I can tell you, it doesn't take long to get good at. That was so loud I had to use hearing protection. That took 36 seconds. With a lot of things, it doesn't matter if it chips on the one side. To reduce chipping, use less pressure on the drill and use masking tape where possible. That took 23 seconds. For a very thin wine glass, the masking tape really helped. Now let's cut a slanted hole in a mason jar. So hold your drill at an angle, hold the wood firmly, and with pressure pushing the bit into the V, start to drill. This one was also sped up and it took a total of 60 seconds. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, and hit the dinger to get notifications, and we'll see you next time.